Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to the book Tashilun Nahw, section 1.4.3. Aqsamul Murakkabin Naqisi. Types of phrases. Phrases are of 5 types. The first type is Al Murakkabu Tawsifi. So a phrase is not a complete sentence, it is part of a sentence. Juz. Okay? Phrase. The first type is a descriptive phrase, which is known as al-murakkabu tawsifi. Al-murakkabu tawsifi. It is a phrase in which one word describes the other. The describing word is called sifa. The describing word is called sifa. The object being described is called mawsuf. The mawsuf and sifa must correspond in 4 things: i'rab, gender, i.e. being masculine or feminine, number, i.e. being singular, dual or plural, being ma'rifa or nakira. So let's have a look at the example. Rajulun salihun. So this is a murakkab tawsifi descriptive phrase. Rajulun salihun, a righteous man. So here rajulun is the mawsuf. Rajulun is being described. The one who is being described is the mawsuf, and the description itself is the sifa. So rajulun is the mawsuf, salihun is the sifa. Rajulun means man, salihun righteous, a righteous man. So in English, when we do the translation of this murakkab tawsifi, the sifa is mentioned. We begin by mentioning the sifa and then the mawsuf. But in Arabic, the mawsuf is mentioned first, the one who is described, and after that the sifa is mentioned, the description. But in English, the description is mentioned, after that the mawsuf is mentioned, the one who is described. So this is the difference. Same with Urdu. In Urdu, for rajulun salihun, we will say Nek mard. So Nek is the sifa, this comes before the mawsuf. But in Arabic, mawsuf comes first, then the sifa. Rajulun salihun, a righteous man. And above it's mentioned that the mawsuf and sifa, they are same in 4 things. Number 1, i'rab. So let's have a look. Rajulun, it's marfu'. The sign of rafa is the dhamma that is appearing on the lam. Salihun is also marfu'. Okay? The final letter of salihun ha has a dhamma. This is the sign of rafa. So both are marfu'. Number 2, gender. Let's have a look. Rajulun, this is mudhakkar, masculine. Salihun is also masculine. So they match in gender. Number 3, they will match in number. So here rajulun is mufrad, singular. Salihun is also singular. Being ma'rifa or nakira, rajulun here is nakira. Okay, it's ending with a tanween. So is salihun. Salihun is also nakira. So the mawsuf sifa, they will match in 4 things. Number 1, i'rab. Number 2, gender. Number 3, ta'rif and tankir. Meaning if the mawsuf is ma'rifa, the sifa will be ma'rifa. Ma'rifa means definite. If the mawsuf is nakira, indefinite, the sifa will also be indefinite. Okay, and the final, so being ma'rifa, nakira, and number as well. If the mawsuf is singular, the sifa will be singular. If the mawsuf is dual, the sifa will be dual. If the mawsuf is jam'a, plural, the sifa will be jam'a, plural. So the second type of phrase, al-murakkabul idafi, possessive phrase. Possessive phrase. So these are examples of murakkab ghair mufid. Remember we mentioned before, murakkab is a compound of 2 or more words. If this murakkab is a complete sentence, we will say it is a murakkab mufid. And if this murakkab is not a complete sentence, then we said it is a murakkab ghair mufid. It is known as a murakkab ghair mufid. So these are examples of murakkab ghair mufid. A murakkab a compound of two or more words which is not a complete sentence. So al-murakkab al-idafi, it is a phrase in which the first word mudaf is attributed to the second one mudaf ilayh. In some cases, this means that the second word owns or possesses the first. The mudaf never gets an alif lam or a tanween. Alif lam will not appear at the beginning of the mudaf, neither will the final letter of the mudaf have a tanween. The mudaf ilayh is always majroor. Okay, it will end with the sign of jar. So let's have a look at the example. Kitabu Zaydin, Zayd's book. So here kitab is mudaf, Zayd is mudaf ilayh. Kitabu Zaydin. So the one who possesses the item, he is known as the mudaf ilayh. To whom the item is linked is the mudaf ilayh, and the item itself or the object that is possessed is known as the mudaf. So here let's have a look. Kitabu Zaydin, Zayd's book. Kitab is the possessed item. So kitab is mudaf, and the one who possesses, the possessor of the item is the mudaf ilayh. Okay, and the mudaf, it will never take a tanween. So here let's have a look. Kitabu. Kitab is the mudaf. Has it got a tanween? No, it's just got one dhamma. Kitabu. And we said that the mudaf ilayh will be majroor. So let's have a look. Zaydin. Is Zayd majroor? Yes. What's the sign of jar? The kasra, okay, underneath dal of Zayd. So Zayd is majroor, so the mudaf ilayh is always majroor. Kitabu Zaydin. The i'rab of the mudaf will be according to the amil governing it. For example, wajadtu kitaba Zaydin. So we mentioned that the mudaf ilayh will always be majroor. But the mudaf, it can be marfu', it can be mansoob, and it can be majroor. When will the mudaf be mansoob? When will it be majroor? When will it be mansoob, marfu' or majroor? This will be according to its amil. Okay. So here, let's have a look at the example. Wajadtu kitaba Zaydin. Wajadtu is a fi'l. Wajadtu means I found. After wajadtu, we have a murakkab idafi coming. Kitab and Zayd. Kitab here is mudaf and Zayd is mudaf ilayh. Kitab is mudaf. So what i'rab will we give kitab? We will make it mansoob. Why? Because here kitab is the maf'ul, okay, for the fi'l that is coming before it. Wajadtu, I found. What did I find? Kitab, I found the book. So here kitab is mudaf and it is mansoob because it is maf'ul. It is a maf'ul for the fi'l that is coming before it. Wajadtu kitaba, and Zayd is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. So the i'rab of the mudaf will be according to the amil governing it. So here the amil is the fi'l that is coming before the mudaf, wajadtu, which is giving the mudaf kitab a nasb. Okay, so due to this the kitab mudaf is mansoob. Okay, and Zayd is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. So wajadtu kitaba Zaydin, I found Zayd's book. So wajadtu is a fi'l. The fa'il is the dhamir that is attached to it, ta. This is known as dhamir marfu' muttasil. It is marfu' because it is the fa'il, and it is we say this is a dhamir muttasil because it is joined to the fi'l. Okay, the fi'l is wajada, from wajada yajidu, and this is the dhamir used for first person. To wajadtu, I found. Kitaba, it is maf'ul. This is why it is mansoob, and it is also mudaf, and Zayd is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. Wajadtu kitaba Zaydin, I found Zayd's book. Okay, and kitab is mudaf, Zayd is mudaf ilayh. The mudaf ilayh will join together and become a murakkab idafi. After this, they will become the maf'ul for the fi'l wajadtu. Okay, so what was found? The book of Zayd. So Zayd's book is the maf'ul. So this murakkab idafi will become the maf'ul for the fi'l wajadtu. So what jumla is this? What sentence is this? This is a jumla fi'liya, khabariya. How do we know? Because this sentence is beginning with a fi'l verb. Any sentence that begins with a verb is a verbal sentence. Jumla fi'liya, khabariya. Notes. Number one, sometimes many mudaf ilay are found in one single phrase. For example, Babu bayti rajuli, the door of the man's house. So sometimes many mudaf may appear. Okay. Here, Babu bayti rajuli. Babu is mudaf. Bayti is mudaf ilay, and it is also mudaf for the next word, which is ar-rajul. Okay. So sometimes many mudaf ilay are found in one single phrase. For example, Babu bayti rajuli, the door of the man's house. So Babu is mudaf, bayti is mudaf ilayh, and it is also mudaf, and ar-rajul is mudaf ilayh. If the mudaf has a sifa, then it should come immediately after the mudaf ilayh with an alif lam and should have the same i'rab as that of the mudaf. So for example, Babul baytil jadidu. So if the mudaf has a sifa, then it should come immediately after the mudaf ilay with an alif lam and should have the same i'rab as that of the mudaf. So here let's have a look at the example. Babu is mudaf, al bayt is mudaf ilay. Al jadid, that is coming after al bayt, is the sifa of the mudaf bab. So if one wants to add a sifa of the mudaf, he will add it after the mudaf ilayh, and he will add a alif lam. He will add a alif lam to the sifa of the mudaf, and he will give the sifa of the mudaf the same i'rab as that of the mudaf. So here babu is marfu'. It is ending with the sign of raf'a dhamma, which is appearing on the ba. So babu is mudaf and it is also marfu'. And let's have a look at its sifa, which is coming after the mudaf ilayh, al bayt, al jadid. Al jadid is the sifa of the mudaf. It has a alif lam and it is also marfu'. It is ending with the sign of raf'a, which is the dhamma, al jadidu. So babul baytil jadidu, the door of the house. So babu is mudaf, al bayt is mudaf ilayh, al jadid is the sifa of the mudaf bab. If the mudaf ilay has a sifa, then it should come immediately after the mudaf ilay and should correspond to it mudaf ilay in the four aspects mentioned earlier. For example, the door of the new house, babul baytil jadidi. So if the mudaf ilay has a sifa, in the above example we mentioned if the mudaf has a sifa. Here it's mentioning that if the mudaf ilay has a sifa, then it should come immediately after the mudaf. Then it should come immediately after the mudaf ilay and should correspond to it mudaf ilay in the four aspects mentioned earlier. So here let's have a look at the example. Babul baytil jadidi. Here the mudaf ilay is al bayt, and it is also mawsoof because it has a sifa coming after it, which is al jadidi. So al jadidi is the sifa of al bayt. When we can see the sifa is matching with its mawsoof in four things. In i'rab, al bayt is majroor, al jadid is also majroor. The sign of jar is the kasra that is coming underneath the final letters. Al bayt is singular, al jadid is also singular. Al bayt is mudhakkar, masculine. Al jadid is also mudhakkar masculine. Okay. Al-Bayt is ma'rifa, it is beginning with an alif lam, so is its sifa al-jadid. Okay, so Babu is the mudaf, Al-Bayt is mawsoof, and Al-Jadid is the sifa. So the mawsoof sifa will join together and become a murakkab tawsifi descriptive phrase, and also become mudaf ilay for the mudaf bab. Okay,